You're listening to a special edition of the Just Go Bike podcast. That's AKA Murph.
And that's AP. And this is the podcast where we talk about cycling just for the fun of it. With tales from all over the nation. Come for the bikes, stay for the fun, and leave with a smile.
On this special edition, we are going to provide you with daily tales from the trail as we ride our bikes across the state of Iowa as part of RAGBRAI 50.
Woohoo! And we apologize in advance for the volume. We are going to be podcasting live each episode.
Well, hello. Welcome to the podcast. What's your name?
Tom,
And where are you from, Tom?
Peoria, Illinois.
Ooh,
All right.
Illinois. I think I've been to Illinois a few times.
Once or twice.
I think actually if you finish RAGBRAI and you're in Illinois, you've gone too far, right?
Yeah, you've overshot just a tiny bit. Although the whole cycling across water thing is pretty impressive, gotta say.
Sure.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Wait, cycling.
Across
Because
the
you'd have to
Mississippi?
go across the Mississippi to be
Okay,
in
yeah.
Illinois. so.
I thought you were literally cycling across water, but you just mean
No.
on a bridge.
Well, could be anything.
It could be anything, yeah. Have you done RAGBRAI before?
This is my 10th.
10th.
Oh,
awesome.
right.
What do you think keeps you coming back?
Well, you know, I like cycling. I like cycling a lot. You get to cycle a lot on RAGBRAI. But honestly, my favorite part, and especially it's the first day, although it's all the other days too, but especially the first day, when you join the people that are on the road and you see all those cyclists, I can't really explain it. It's just the best place to be.
Yeah. I love that.
It's like we're
Absolutely
all
best place to be.
we're all here together. We're all kind of a little bit anxious about getting on your bike, but we're all so excited to just be here for the week.
We're all going in the same direction.
Yeah.
For once.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to the most as far as food or temperature or elevation?
Honestly, and it's not that I necessarily want it to be over, but besides the very beginning to very end,
Yeah.
it's just awesome. And I always
I
try
love
to
that.
come up with some kind of quote when I post my picture on Facebook, and it's different every year.
Well, you have 500 miles to think about it. So,
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I got a lot of time to think about
Come
a lot
on.
of stuff.
Come up with something good.
Yeah.
And you're kind of almost home once you get to the river.
Yep.
Kind of.
Yep, kind of.
Do you ride with a team or club or family or solo ride?
I just ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Love it. Yeah.
That's how I ride too. That's kind of the best way. You can kind of do whatever you want, stop when you want, end when
Exactly.
you want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast and telling us your story. And actually, if you come up with your quote by the end of the week, come back and see us so we can hear it. Unless you
Okay.
already know it.
Okay.
Do you know it yet?
Huh?
Do you know it now?
I have a pretty good idea, but really the ride tells me.
Okay.
All right, great.
So come back at the end of the week so you can tell us.
Okay, fantastic.
All right. Thank you. All right, we've got another person that has walked up to the Just Go Bike podcast booth. Tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is Frank. I'm from New Jersey.
Frank from Jersey.
Yes.
I think we may have had a Frank from New Jersey earlier today.
Yeah, it's a common name for New Jersey.
Okay, I was going to say you're not the same guy telling
No,
us a different
no,
story.
Yeah.
No, a lot of Italians in New Jersey.
Okay.
That's awesome.
And have you done RAGBRAI before?
Nope, I'm a virgin.
Oh,
What?
cool.
Yeah.
So how did you decide I'm going to go to Iowa and ride my bike?
Well, turning 60 this year, I got a sabbatical from my job, and this was a bucket list item.
Yeah.
So, and I love cycling, so I had to do it.
So, okay, and I'm completely on board with you, but it's funny, like, let's just say you go back to work, people will, like, be blown away that you used vacation time to ride your bike and sleep in a tent and be hot and miserable all week. But you know what? What better? We would not want to do anything else.
Yeah, I know they already are. So I don't like to sit around. So this is, like I said, bucket list item.
Sure.
And by the way, I listened to all your podcasts.
Thank you.
Coming up to the event, so thank you for all the information, and
Yeah.
the pre-rides were great.
Good.
And AP's first time I saw you. I've seen you in your videos, so I know
yeah.
I know you Murph.
My How to Pack
Yeah.
video.
We
It's
do
good
exist.
seeing both of you.
Yeah.
And are you traveling with a team across the state, or are you solo?
No, I'm solo.
That's
Cool.
awesome.
Very cool.
Best
Yep,
way to
going
be,
with a
man.
charter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Doing it
Well,
on my own.
Once you've done one, I'll be looking forward to hearing what your number one tip would be for new riders. So,
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, stop
Okay.
back at the end of
Yeah.
the week and say, here are 2 things you should have
Here's
told
the number
us.
one tip.
Okay.
Listen to Just Go Bike podcast for all your RAGBRAI information.
Yes,
All
best
right.
tip.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for
All
being
right,
on.
thank you.
Yes. All right, we got some new people at the Just Go Bike podcast booth, and your names are?
I'm Stan.
I'm Mary.
Hi, Stan and Mary. Where are you from?
We're brother and sister. I'm from Philadelphia, and
I'm from the Jersey Shore.
Oh, cool.
So I did RAGBRAI, gosh, probably maybe 15 years ago with my brother. And it was one of my favorite years because, we both were like acting like we were still, 12 and 14. And it was just such an incredible day. And I'll tell you just a little side story. So you know how when you're riding on RAGBRAI, maybe you don't know this, but you're riding on RAGBRAI and people call out pothole or, whatever's in the road. And somebody said, banana down, because somebody had dropped a banana out of their jersey. And my brother could not stop laughing about that. Like, he still brings it up at Christmas. Like, remember that time when a banana fell out of somebody's jersey and everyone was like, banana down, banana down. But anyway.
well, this is our second time doing RAGBRAI.
Together. Yes. So,
I convinced her to come last year.
and then at the end of the ride, I was like, so we're going next year, right?
Yeah.
And we've now, sitting at one of the 4th Street bars, I said, so this is going to be an annual tradition now, isn't it? And she's like, yeah, we're doing it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And are you riding together with a team or just
No.
you two?
Just the 2 of us.
And do you have a support vehicle, or are you kind of using the
We're with
RAGBRAI
Pork Belly.
service? Oh,
Oh, very
Pork
good.
Belly.
Yeah,
They're
so
amazing.
We're in a tent, and we don't kill each other, which I'm sure my parents think is amazing because when we were teenagers, we hated each
Yes,
other.
isn't that crazy?
And now it's awesome.
I love it.
So-
I love it.
What would you say you're looking most forward to?
Just having fun together at this point.
Yeah.
We going through all of these amazing towns in Iowa last year, and so many people supporting so many causes, whether it was the cheerleading squad or the football team or the church or whatever. And everybody was just so happy for you to be in their town.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
great.
That's
And-
awesome.
And I'll use the same quote I did in the Charles City Gazette last year when they interviewed us. We are powering our way across Iowa with alcohol and rhubarb pie.
Hey, that's my favorite. Well, strawberry rhubarb is my favorite pie.
Yes, that's ours too.
I always grab it. If it is
Yeah.
available, I will grab it. So if there's any pie people listening, at least 3 of us will want strawberry rhubarb.
If you don't like strawberry rhubarb, you're wrong.
That's correct.
Exactly.
And go back to, this is your second year. What made you guys decide to do RAGBRAI of all, because you guys could be like on a beach somewhere.
I
as brother
did
and
it
sister.
11 years ago.
Oh.
My wife thought I was crazy, and she said, "You got this out of your system. You don't need to go again." And then I kept bugging her. I really want to do it again. And I got the idea last year. I said, "Mary, you're retired now, like me. Let's go do this stupid bike riding thing." And by Tuesday, we're sitting in our tent. I'm waiting for her to say, "I can't stand this." And she's making notes on her phone. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm making notes for what to bring next year."
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
I mean, you meet so many great people like the 2 of you, and people are just so friendly. I mean, the Midwest is awesome. I lived in Kansas City for several
sure.
years with my company, and I mean, it's wonderful. And it's one of those things, I said to Stan last year, the most difficult thing you have to do is get up and ride your bike. You don't have to do anything else.
you don't have to think, really.
No. Nope.
No?
Love it.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming on the
Thanks for
podcast.
meeting me.
And
Thank you.
Thanks for coming back a second year to Iowa.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Thank
You heard it
you.
here, folks.
Welcome to the Just Go Bike podcast booth. What's your name?
Teresa Ness,
Teresa, welcome.
Where are you from?
Chester, Iowa.
Chester, Iowa. Wait,
Ooh.
where the heck is that?
It's about an hour south of Rochester, Minnesota, right on the border.
Oh, way up there. Okay. Have you done RAGBRAI before?
Yes,
How many times?
this is actually my second year.
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah.
And listeners can't see it, but you got to describe your bike because it's pretty darn cool.
I am self-contained, and I have a couple stuffed animal deer and a plushy anvil that is my
Yeah, so
pillow.
if you look at it, just like glance at her bike, the anvil looks like an anvil, like, weighs 40 pounds or whatever, but it's stuffed. And did you say it's your pillow?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I made it just because of that.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And so did you pedal from Chester here, or are you going to be self-contained all week?
My husband dropped me off, but I will be bicycling home from Davenport.
Whoa.
That's awesome.
That is
Yeah.
so cool. I've done that a few times, and it's like really, really, like RAGBRAI itself is amazing, but then to just kind of keep on going is pretty cool.
Uphill the whole way.
Wait, I think I was uphill both ways.
Yeah, the
I think.
Mississippi River Trail.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So what are you most looking forward to this week?
Just the adventure, meeting new people, seeing new things. It's always the unknown.
We had to take a little selfie break here.
We got a selfie break here. Yeah, yeah. I agree. And then how about pie? Do you eat pie?
I love pie, so if I can get it.
Yeah.
Come on, it's RAGBRAI. You're going to see it every day.
The lines are long, though.
I know you're right.
I
You're
hear you
right.
there. So, but ideally, what's your favorite kind?
Anything that's not cherry. Sorry, cherry lovers.
Oh, well, that's okay. You leave more for the rest of us.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
That'll work.
Well, best of luck on your RAGBRAI experience, and have fun with. It's fun to have all your stuff on your bike, so you kind of just wherever you go, you have everything with you.
Oh yeah, last year I bought a fire extinguisher that I brought home.
That's right.
Well, have a great RAGBRAI, and thanks for being on the podcast.
Yep, thank you.
Well, welcome to the Just Go Bike podcast booth. Tell us your name.
My name's Chase.
Chase, nice to see you. Have you ever done RAGBRAI before?
This will be my 4th RAGBRAI.
Fourth. And what keeps bringing you back?
Man, the nude slip and slides.
Come on, this is the age of cell phones. Those don't exist
You're right.
anymore.
You're right. It's in my campground alone, but
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right,
Yeah.
no, the food's excellent. I was just great. The people are super friendly.
Yeah.
And, lots of cool bikes to see.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Iowa City, Iowa.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, boy.
Me too.
Oh, boy.
I saw your Hawkeye shirt.
Do we
Yeah.
dare say go Hawks? Is it inappropriate on this podcast?
No, 1, 2, 3, go
Go
Hawks.
Hawks.
1, 2, 3.
Go Hawks.
I'm sure you guys have heard lots of interesting answers, especially to the favorite thing about RAGBRAI.
Let's hear yours.
Well, probably the nude slip and slides when I can find them. But are there any that stand out from today or past years that you can remember that aren't the common ones, I guess?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know that I can come up off the top of my head. A lot of people, like we just talked to somebody who's a brother and sister, and they're older, right? They both are married and they have kids, and yet they leave all that at home and come do RAGBRAI. They even share a tent together. She goes, and we're actually getting along. You know, they have like
That's
some sort of
excellent.
barricade between them. You know,
Yeah.
like she goes, my parents are still like, are you sure you guys want to be together for 8 days straight?
You stay on your side of the tent, I'll
Yeah.
stay on
Yeah.
mine.
Don't get anywhere
There's
near
probably-
me.
They probably actually have a line down the middle so that they don't cross. And
Oh,
then,
I would. If my brother was with me, I would have some masking tape right down the middle. Like,
Keeps the family together, though. That's great.
That's right. That's
That'd be
right.
another reason for me. Yeah.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
keeps
the
everybody
family is
together.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now, are you with a team or are you?
I am riding with Bickles, Bike Burlington.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
we love those guys.
Yep.
Yeah, good
Yep.
dudes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Well, we appreciate you coming on the podcast, and hopefully we see you on the road.
Thanks for having me on.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listeners, that is it for today. We both want to thank you for tuning in to listen to this special edition of Just Go Bike Podcast.
And if you would like to contact us with a comment about the podcast, or maybe you have a topic in mind, you can reach us at justgobikepodcast@gmail.com. And you can also follow us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Please rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast, especially if you're a fan. And if you have any extra time, pop on over to the Morphology podcast for more bike adventure interviews.
Okay, that's a wrap. We'll be back soon. Until then, just go bike!